But there's a school of thought, Roshan, you don't play the games, you're just keeping yourselves in that unit, you're focusing on strategies and tactics, that kind of thing?
Yeah, and I guess in a sense with the training camp.
In their long form in Bahasa. And there's always that expectation. This is the... From Japan, Rayo Vallecano, Real Betis, to name a few other teams in his career. Also in the Belgian top flight with Eupen. And so here we are then with Cambodia looking to make more history and creating another upset. What we noticed, of course, in that previous game against the Philippines was Cambodia just going hard and fast at them. Well, we didn't expect that, did we?
Yeah, they've obviously been encouraged to play at a good tempo, start off matches quickly, play at a high intensity, and that's what we've seen from Cambodia, and it just seems to continue in terms of that development. You know, the last edition of this competition, we saw shades of it there in terms of how they want to try and pass it out from the back. They're a possession-based side. They like to keep it. They like to play it through the lines. But what we saw against the Philippines as well was that willingness to vary the game. At times they'll go a little bit longer with runners in behind from deeper positions. You know, they're a confident side. They believe in themselves and they believe in their ability to go on and cause problems, you know, go and play some good football. And they've got good technical quality in the side. And when you sort of marry that with the physicality and the fitness levels that we saw against the Philippines, that makes for a very challenging opposition to come up against.
This is got all the hallmarks of something quite special here, and Mohamed roughly there trying to chase down, put some pressure on Soxela, who probably was the one weak point for Cambodia in that last game.
Yeah, it didn't look very convincing, Soxela in goal. It's going to be fascinating to see how Sadek Kria and Siang Chantea do down this right-hand side, because Chantea...
Flag stays down, the shot is taken, but... the flag had gone up in the end, hadn't it? Mario launches. It's a big kick forward. A little hand there on the jersey of Mohamed roughly. From Chanchav. Return ball, Pratama. Malana, not the biggest player in the world, getting something on that.
Yeah, good work. Nice link up down the left with Sulaiman and Pratama Arhan. You just see that pace, willingness to get forward. Pratama, such a threat on the left. It gives Witan Sulaiman that opportunity as well to just play a little bit narrower, closer to the central striker Rafli, and to try and cause issues from that left half space. It looks like Mark Klock and Ricky Kamboja will be just the two in midfield, in central midfield. Marcelino Ferdinand ahead of them. Another very talented player being produced by Indonesia's football system, coming through the ranks. Keisuke Honda looking on.
It was a bit of a glare, wasn't it, from Honda? Yeah, it's one thing to play Philippines at home Indonesia away. Very different prospect. Egy Maulana. Here's Amat. Listen to that terrific noise at the moment that we're hearing from the crowd. This falls to Pratama Arhan. Decent ball in, and the opening goal. Stealing in there at the far post, Egy Maulana opens the scoring for Indonesia.
Great start for the home side. Egy Maulana that they have.
Honda has some thinking to do here. It's been the only. The referee deems that a foul. We've got a free kick on the edge of the area. He's decided to punch clear Soksela. Back into the mix by Asnawi. They all looked across, and it took. They come forward now. Ferdinand. Now Kamboja. Back to Pratama. They're all joining in at the moment, aren't they? Playing with real confidence here, Indonesia. Everything's inside this half right now.
Yeah, it's good compactness being shown by Indonesia as a team as well. They're moving together, moving forward in those attacking areas, and because they're so high up, they're so close to each other, the moment they lose it, they can immediately counter-press and try to win it again and string these passes together.
Here's Maulana. Managed to get something back. It crashes against the crossbar. The shot from Witan Sulaiman. Well, they're rampant at the moment, Indonesia.
A bit of a shame that one didn't go in, because what a goal that would have been. Wonderful team move.
Up the other end though. No time to rest here for anyone. They know they need to check this Indonesian side. They're looking good. Cambodia now. Can it take a shot? And straight at the goalkeeper.
Central areas of the pitch. Jadea with that shot. Ideally, you would have liked him to try to fire that towards the far post. Angle was against him.
Well, that hits the post and it makes its way in. Cambodia, completely against the run of play, have equalised. A little bit excited there. Here's that throw in. Look at it. And there's a bit of a fumble by Soksela, but they get it clear.
I mean, the kind of distance that he gets on those throw-in.
Coming through with that Sulaiman. There's a foul by Kriya. Free kick here for Indonesia.
Start, be dynamic, and then stop.
Oh dear. What the? Let's see if we get a better free kick this time from Clock. Much further out, of course, as well. Not enough pace on that. They've dealt with it relatively well. We'll just point out that Cambodia managed to get a couple of goals against Indonesia the last time these two sides met, which is almost exactly a year ago, in December of 2021. Indonesia ending up 4-2 winners that day. They were 3-0 up though before Cambodia got their first goal. That was played in Singapore, which hosted the entire tournament. This, of course, is a very different format now. And here we go. It's that Pratama throw.
What do you think is going to happen here, Shez?
I think we're going to have, again, throwing nice and flat. Or do you think he's going to try and vary it? I think he'll go flat again. Bit more air in this one. And you kind of want to vary it, don't you? And it comes through from clock. That surely will be offside. And you're keeping them guessing by what's coming next.
Yeah. You know, he was a little bit reluctant at times against the Philippine Soxela to come off his line. Had to there. It's turned into a very good save, but here they come again.
Look at that. Excellent ball. Across the goal. That's surely goal number 2. Witan Sulaiman. Far more time than thought. Has that evaded? Yes, it has. It looks like Egy Maulana. Oh, he's overrun it. Soxela, for a second, I thought he had just waited.
It's just a matter of timing those runs in.
Here's Korea. It's out for a corner from Amat.
The rest of that back line was a little bit flat-footed as well.
Yeah.
There was no pressure on the ball. Amat was able to sort of carry it forward. No pressure on him. And they were still trying to push the line up.
And they've got some thinking to do here at half-time, which is about 6 minutes or so, 5 minutes or so from now. Can they again score here against the run of play? Just not over here for Indonesia. Limpisot looking to try and get that across, and here's Maulana. Oh, he needs a Pratama Arhan type of a bit too pacey perhaps. Well, that is not the kind of clearance you want. Sambat there, giving it away cheaply. That's hit the corner flag.
Still in play.
Oh no, curvature. All important.
A word of the year for you.
It is. Limpisot. Coming up towards that final minute of added time. Cambodia probably quite happy now to have that whistle and a chance now to figure out how to take on this very impressive Indonesian side. There's only one goal in it though after all that.
Yep, and as long as it stays that way, Cambodia will believe. They go into half-time, they'll work on a couple of things, see if they can produce a reaction in the second half. They'll know, and the message will be the game's not lost.
Yeah. Yeah, of course, the 5-sub rule. Who knows what might happen? He's looking at his watch there. We could also, who was had a little bit of a go about the fact that they have 2 days between matches, and talked about the preparation. We had 2 days between matches the last time out in Singapore, but of course, no travelling.
Yeah, that's very different. Again, it's a challenge.
Yeah.
But
it is what it is.
It is what it is. Same for everyone, pretty much. For the lead, could have had 3 goals if Egy Maulana hadn't flustered his lines with the finish. Yeah. But they've been the side on top. I wonder what sort of reaction we'll get from Cambodia in this second half.
Yeah, certainly you'd think that President Jokowi there, who was in the VIP box, certainly enjoying himself. Because it's been a very good performance by them. And Roshan mentioned there, the only thing they might want a little bit more of goals. Everything else has been superb. And what about Cambodia?
First of all, what a challenge that was by Yodi Amat. Went in, kept a hold of the ball. Changes being made by both these sides. Says Sadil Ramdani is one of those who's come on. Here he is, injection of pace down this right side of the pitch. He's taken over Nigi Maulana.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. Had a very good first half. There's a foul in the process.
I think it helps as well that he's got a whole bunch of goals last season on the domestic front.
Now racing through, Soksela. Well, probably doing just enough there. How on earth are they not? Seems a bit of a nameless ball there. From Sarith Kriya. Well, there's 6 minutes. That's about as good as Cambodia could have hoped for in their quest to try and get something out of this game.
Well, they have to find a way forward. At the moment, they really haven't offered much in attack. I think it's really troubled Nadeo.
It is overall a very big drop, isn't it, Indonesia, in that intensity from what we saw earlier.
Yeah, the pace of the second half has certainly been slower than the first. It's been a bit of a strange one. But again, Indonesia, despite that drop-off in tempo, in pace of the game, have looked in pretty good control. You know, Cambodia haven't really been all that dangerous. There's still time for them to change that. Amat is just so good there. Overpowers Kyo Sokpeng. Good, strong one-on-one defending.
Well, he was looking to get it through Spasojevic to Ramdani. He's going for goal himself.
Yeah, good run by Spasojevic. Just tried to play through to Sadil Ramdani earlier. And picked up the rebound. Challenge put in by Sambat. Blocking that shot from Spasojevic. Well, this has been no issue for Indonesia with their chance creation. Get forward well, they progress it well as they've done here once again.
Can they take the shot? Soksela. Enough.
Just every time he receives it, just seems to be toying with the Cambodian defense. It's too strong, far too strong for any of them.
Just about 30 seconds or so left in the 6. One more attack, perhaps. They haven't really got any numbers. Can they force something here? Is Matnor on? Possibly. Oh, that was important there, wasn't it? From Sayuri. Just on the 6-minute mark. It could have been dangerous. But Indonesia